Faces a tough and delicate balancing act in picking his next cabinet. Now, the president, who is caught between a rock and a hard place, has to balance competing political interests and regional balance factors, while bearing in mind 2027 could be a make-or-break moment depending on his new cabinet lineup. Kenyans unhappy with the poor performance of his last cabinet expect competent men and women to meet Kenyans' expectations. Apollo Kamau has the details.
President William Ruto's mantra of a broad-based government, a term that has gained traction this week after he dissolved his entire cabinet, is just but a tip of the iceberg of various competing forces at play on his quest to satisfy Gen Z demands and the political class.
And it is important that we remind our president that even as he reaches out to fellow Kenyans, as he brings them on, let him bring people who believed in his vision, who know what the better agenda is, and who will help him achieve the better agenda.
Rais alifanya jana, sisi tunamwambia constitution ya Kenya imempea ruhusa yeye afanye kazi yote ile constitution imempea, akarabati nchi yetu ya Kenya, na sisi watu wote tuko nyuma yake kama rais wetu. Hata akiteua mawaziri tuko nyuma yake, na tunamwombea Mwenyezi Mungu amuonyeshe wale watu wazuri wataendesha Kenya yetu mbele kwa vizuri.
The president, who cannot ignore the fact of co-opting Gen Zs in his administration, is facing a barrage of expectations from Kenyans on the streets to leaders from all walks of life on forming a corrupt-free and competent cabinet.
We want the president to choose leaders based on competence, based on integrity, yani wakuwe very transparent, people who are willing to work for the people, for the electorates who took them there.
2027 would be very far. If Gen Z are not considered within the framework of this government, Ruto will not only be a worried man, but he would be pushed to resign. So this is the right time to have young people or Gen Z included in the government.
The president has to face the opposition waiting in the wings to share the pie in his new cabinet without upsetting an already fragile relation with his deputy Rigathi Gachagua, given the sacked cabinet secretaries were a product of horse trading, especially in the Mount Kenya and Rift Valley regions, who voted almost to a man for Kenya Kwanza.
I also have a request to make to my president and to remind him that as he does this, he must never let 2027 out of his sights. He will need a re-election, and therefore, as he crafts his own new cabinet, number one, I humbly request him to bring in the deputy president and let them sit together and craft even a better cabinet, because the regions that voted overwhelmingly for him will be looking to see how he treats them this time round.
Bearing in mind his 2027 re-election, President William Ruto will have to build confidence among the youth and Kenyans at large by choosing a credible cabinet made of technocrats to deliver his plan, or a mix of politicians and technocrats without weakening his grip on the government. And no confidence vote looms large in 2027 or earlier through a snap election if the president repeats his 2022 gamble. Apollo Kamau, TV 47.